The thing I would say I like about working, or find easiest working with Princecroft Willis, is the continuity. We've dealt with the same person since we joined forces with Princecroft Willis 10, 15 years or so ago. So we've got that regular contact who gets to know us well, but also they've introduced other people as we've needed other services during the years to broaden the expertise that we need and provide us with the advice we need. The way I think I would say they differentiate themselves is I think the area of expertise that we found, certainly over the last year or two. Some of the new people that we've been introduced to have got real sort of specialisms, and as we've grown as a business, I think we found that we've needed more and more advice in some of the areas that we started to get into and some of the challenges we face. So we're not just dealing with a single sort of contact, we're dealing with a group of people who know what they're doing with expertise. I think the way they would support us is down to the way they get to know our business in depth. It's something which can be quite pushy at times. They want to know a lot about what we're doing, which we're as a business maybe not very good at telling them, and they're having to sort of chase us. But I think that has paid off dividends over the last sort of few years, where they've actually got to know us better, got to know the plans that we've got, and actually be proactive in advising us of what we need to be thinking about rather than reactionary, which is the way we've most probably worked in the past. So I would say that's a big thing that's been good for us. We're a business that is looking to grow and expand, and a lot of that is through acquisition and other opportunities where we're looking to invest. So as a business, investing is a big commitment, and we need the right advice when we look to invest. We're talking about putting quite a bit of money into the business over the next sort of few years. So we need to know we're doing it in the right way, we're getting the right service, the right advice, so that we're not making mistakes that we've got to correct later down the line. Yeah, I think the longevity, I think in business you form partnerships with people that you trust. We've dealt with Princecroft Willis most probably for getting on for 15 years. I mentioned before we've dealt with the same person on a day-to-day contact. So as we've grown, our business has much grown 2- or 3-fold in that period of time. So we've grown with them, with their sort of help and support. And I think that's been a real comfort. I'm not a qualified sort of FD, I'm an insurance broker by trade. So having people who can advise on that sort of more technical financial side has been great. And it's been sort of called upon quite a few times when we've started to go down a route, and they've actually said, well, no, there's better options, which without their support we would have made mistakes. So I think that's been a real benefit for us. In terms of how I would promote them, it depends what the other businesses need. If it's a business that maybe just needs continuity, that would be very much a reason to recommend. But I think the thing I've found over the last few years is the breadth of knowledge, which is sort of great. When you're running your own business, you don't necessarily know what you need, and that I think is the one thing I would say as an owner, sort of businessman. I don't know what I don't know, and I need people like Princecroft Willis to actually help me understand all the different sort of areas of expertise and specialism when it comes to tax planning, accounting, financial stuff. And I think that would be one of the biggest things I would say they've helped me sort of understand better, explain things, and just take a lot of the worry out of it. The working relationship with Princecroft has developed over the last few years. I think as businesses we've got a very similar ethos, and it's been great to get to know other partners as we've sort of developed, and that's opened opportunities for us to actually work together. We've been into Princecroft Willis and presented our services to their team so they understand what we do as an insurance business. We've had opportunities to do the same in reverse, looking at sort of joint seminars. So I think as professional businesses, the two of us I think respect each other, and that's been great. We've got opportunities to introduce Princecroft Willis into our client base and vice versa, and we know there's been success already between the two firms. 3 words to describe Princecroft Willis. Difficult. Obviously, there's the normal sort of words, professionalism, but I think the expertise would be the first word. I think their breadth of knowledge I've mentioned has really been really helpful to us as a business. Supportive. They've been there for us. Not when we've had problems. Fortunately, we've not had any major sort of business challenges. But when we've been looking to make changes, they've been there advising at the early stages and helping out. And consistent. They don't tend to sort of change personnel, the same people we're dealing with, the quality of advice, the service. It's what we need as a business. We don't need to be worrying about what our accountants are doing. We need to be able to trust that they're getting on with it and managing our sort of financial side of our business for us.